So here's a tour of my yard. We're coming up the driveway, but it's a U-shaped driveway. You can't quite tell that yet. And we have daylilies there. And over here we have sort of a sunken area filled with English ivy, but it's well bounded, so we're not worried about that. There's a lovely tree, pine of some sort. I planted this astilbe, but it has this ground cover thing in it, so we left it. There's my mint. There's my garage. 2-car garage, 1 door. We're loving it. This is the entryway to the house. I'm doing this mostly because I'm totally wanting to show off the clematis. It's like the best in the neighborhood. Wait till we turn this corner. She had this webbing, fencing stuff, so it climbs right up this thing. And it's like so cool. Look at that, right up to the gutter. So, and it's totally a great color. One of my favorites was we have this little corner here that needs work, but these magic little Japanese painted ferns came up. You know, it's like so cool. So then we have the front door, and we have a little wreath up there, and then we have the rest of the garden area. So there's these, I don't know, some kind of geranium things and cover things, and a Japanese maple that was topped, so it's having to regrow itself at the top. And then one of Jim's favorite features, he loves rocks, so we have rocks. And all these things were here. There's nothing that I've showed you yet that I've actually planted. Then we have cotoneaster, which is a short dwarfy form of it, so it doesn't grow tall, it just does like a ground cover. Then we have these awesome daisies that came up. Behind them was a whole bunch of candy tuft that was up in the spring. This is the other part of the driveway, so you can either come in that side or this side. So we're looking out that way, the mailbox. And there was a snapdragons, and we've got a lily finally coming up. We've got lots of lilies. We had lots and lots of daffodils. I just planted the little purple verbena, because I like that stuff, so I'm trying to grow it. I don't know. It's supposed to take full sun. We don't have full sun anywhere, I don't think. This is my little wizard that's reading a book. These are things I still have to figure out where to put. Oh my gosh, my astilbe fell down. Hang on. Hang on, gotta put that back up. I think that's going to go in the back. There's a little sedum here that still has to get planted somewhere. Here's my little herb garden. I've got some basil and oregano and thyme and parsley and chives and some unidentified thing that I'm probably going to pull because no one knows what it is anyway. We have more ground cover. This is a northern lilac, which you can tell because it's kind of leggy because they don't grow very well here. It's too hot. These roses are like phenomenal. I deadheaded a huge amount, and then all these bloomed again, and more deadheading is required. Then I honestly don't know what all these things are. So they're just a whole bunch of nice things. Some of them flower, some of them don't. We had a bunch of irises, but lots of them didn't bloom. They told me that they might need to be divided, but I don't think that looks like it needs to be divided, so I don't really know what the deal is with that. This is new. This is a clethra, and we just put that in this year because there was one of those things over there, but it was totally dying, so we replaced it. Then we move along down to the side of the house, and we've got my woodland shady area here. It's one of my favorite things. The air conditioner is going now, so this is actually peonies, which is a terrible place to plant peonies, so we only had like 4 blossoms, but totally healthy. Lots of hosta, vinca, more hosta. This is a gravel walkway that goes down to the back of the house. And more lilies that didn't bloom, or one bloom. A little azalea. I'm going to put one of the astilbes back here and one of those hostas that I bought. Probably on the weekend because I never have any other time to do it except then. This is the back of the house, so we have a little deck area underneath the big deck. And there's 2 walkout doors here. One's from Jim's office and one's from the office, from the guest bedroom. Then we come back around. I probably moved that one too fast. Oh, I have a little gazing globe. Then this is a whole flock of daylilies. They're just starting to bloom. And then another astilbe that I planted there. So now if I look up, we've got our deck and our porch are up there, and we're down here. Then we're going to keep walking around, and we've got all these lilies. And then there's a bed that was here that was mostly had, and I don't remember what that stuff is in the corner. It had vinca in it. We just left it all there and then went ahead and planted a pollinator garden. So I've got a butterfly bush and I've got cardinal flowers and I forget what else I have, although I could look it up. These are technically the cardinal flowers. This is our little problem child at the moment. This is a controlled bed of ivy, so it's not going anywhere. We make sure we beat it back and trim it and all that stuff, and it doesn't have any place to go up here. But it turns out that if you go around the rest of the house, starting about halfway, it's filled with poison ivy. So we're having discussions as to whether pulling or rounduping is the right answer. If you round up it turns out that English ivy is harder to kill than poison ivy. Who knew this? So it's possible that we could use Roundup and kill off most of the ivy and all of the poison ivy, but some of my people want to pull it instead. Pulling poison ivy, you have to get down to 8 inches below the roots. I don't know. We're going to try it and see what happens. So then looking back up at the house, and there's my beautiful, beautiful screened-in porch and the rest of the house. And this mulchy area on the side of the ivy bed is like, a weed land. So it's painful to be weeding it all. So I have a 14-year-old boy that's helping, and I'm going to hire some people because this is like too much. I now know why the lady moved to a smaller space. The house isn't that much trouble, but man, this yard is beautiful. So that's my tour, and it's probably too long, but there you have it. 6.5 minutes. Holy crap. Bye.